Yeah. You ever get the feeling like you're not like everyone else? You don't belong on this planet. Well, this is nothing like that. Listen. Lately I'm feeling barely human. Don't even wanna belong here, trapped in their delusion. Delusions of grandeur on a rock that's barely moving. Maybe I'm really half alien and there's a fusion. Mom told me she was pregnant with me when my dad died. Maybe she was abducted and don't remember, or she lied. An experimental extraterrestrial divide between species in which they planted an embryo inside to create this mind. Spraying bars outward manically. My lyrics are out of planetary. My whole life I've been feeling out of sanity. From a kid I started to doubt reality. Looked around and wished I could only live in a world without banality. And the majority won't understand my speech, cause I speak a language that's been made alien to us each. We're designed not to breach certain intellectual peaks, so we stay beneath the world knowledge of the elite. That's why they stand amazed, while bringing these bars is just another one of my standard days. The world ain't ready to hear my intellectually candid ways, so I join my hands and pray for the day that my true family will land from space. Everywhere I just see organisms, living in morbid prisons of the mind, sharing assorted visions. While the majority still believe that your decisions are your own, blind to the fact they're just following orders given. How to dress, walk and eat. This world consists of few humans herding a mass of talking sheep. Making sure your thoughts are brief. From when you were taught to speak, you were spoon-fed the rules and forced to sleep. Living in a world based upon theories evasive to queries. Just as well my spaceship is nearly in Earth's orbit, cause right now my patience is weary. Who knows what I might do if they don't make haste in appearing. Too many nights now I've been waking in cold sweat, flustered and frustrated cause I still ain't home yet. Stuck on this pool of dirt with these colossal fools, thinking they live in advance when they still rely on fossil fuels. Our insignificance is plain to see, yet superior to an inhumane degree is what we claim to be. Only by artistic and technological ways are we even separate from beasts. How we think different is strange to me, like an overgrown swarm of ants in a nest. We're no more to this earth than a fucking cancerous pest, a gargantuan mess. Ask am I misanthropic? Yes, give me giant human insecticide cans I compress. We're inherently a primitive breed, complete with superstition, war and sinister greed. Too preoccupied with what occurs in this perceived reality, we've conjured to see to the pivotal needs of evolution. I doubt we'll even make it to type 1 civilization. Probably end up under 5 tons of nuclear bombs, which only few will survive from. Ready to repeat this cycle of ancient times gone. Meanwhile I'll be home in peace, the memories of this world wholly deceased. But maybe I'll return one day solely to see Earth's population once again slowly increase. I don't know who's listening. I just hope you are. Dear listener, I'm recording this tape for you to play back at any time or any place. Whether to me you're an advanced or still an ordinary race. Whether the world I know thrives or it morbidly breaks. I'm hoping this message will last, a way for you to revisit your inaccessible past. I wish knowing your life was more than a guessable task, and I could see a world, but here's an impression of ours. We just passed our millennia's birth. Another 1,000 years many have worked, died, tortured, lied to have control over any of Earth. Now we're settled in our various turfs, but it's settled the word? I wouldn't say we're too stabilized, though that's the view in most of my first world neighbors' eyes. Living unaware, consumer driven, labor lives with no sign of smarter age will rise unless we sway the tides. Some say we're entirely lost, that we try and see our future maniacally squashed. Just quietly watch the IQ of society drop. It's like our leaders want intellect and sobriety blocked. Just keep your values materialistic, and if you ain't chasing money then you're merely a misfit. Fuck changing the world, that's nowhere near realistic. If life's deeper than this, it's clear we all missed it. But by the time you're hearing this tape, this world could be a dream, just an inferior place. Maybe we were long gone, leaving merely a trace. Maybe we grew strong with superior traits. Maybe this is inferior taste of what can come from this intellectually weary race. And I wish that I could vanish from this year and be placed in a time where all the problems I see here are erased. We are dust in an ocean of stars, yet that we're advanced is one of the notions of ours. Blind to the galaxies, hence our devotion to Mars. Trapped in the system, falling down the same slopes from the past. And we barely passed the ravages of world wars. A bit further back in the averages, arranged marriages and war-torn savages. Last century it was candles and horse-drawn carriages. But in the last century alone, we've achieved more in terms of the lengths we have grown than our entire revolution's essentially shown. With aliens to our ancestors' rudimentary bones. And with the technology that's sure to rise, I can only guess but barely fathom the sort of lives that you may be living. We could soon be immortalized. The fact I'm probably gonna miss it all leaves me mortified. Stuck in the most crucial error we face. Our fates hang on the right moves or errors we make. Cause the worlds of utopia and terror we base so much fiction on ain't necessarily fake. Our potential is limitless. Fuck naysayers, disbelievers and cynicists. Cause in centuries to come we'll all be primitives. This world's a mystery with no room for definitives. But by the time you're hearing this tape, this world could be a dream, just an inferior place. Maybe we're long gone, leaving merely a trace. Maybe we grew strong with superior traits. Maybe this is inferior taste of what can come from this intellectually weary race. And I wish that I could vanish from this year and be placed in a time where all the problems I see here are erased. The past was once painted and described in words, but we're the first to truly have our lives preserved. Each caught in the web, having our lives observed, letting the future forever see how our lives occurred. Makes me wonder who's playing this back. 1,000 years from now, will you hear what I say in this track? And if it is staying intact, how much of what I've spoken will still weigh in as fact? Cause with the change Earth's seen in the last millennia, 3013 will be far removed from what people hear in this first theme. To be normality, something like an absurd dream. Are you under government policies? Are there still murders, poverty-fueled robberies? Do you still hold capitalistic ideologies? Are there countries or are they just forgotten oddities? Do you still kill each other in colonies? Do the majority still follow religious prophecies? Do you use the money of our economies? Are you still taught there can't be equality? Cause right now I see us as prenatal at best, a newborn species in its first capable steps. Unsure if the future will bring good or fatal effects. I just wish that I could stay for the rest. But by the time you're hearing this tape, this world could be a dream, just an inferior place. Maybe we're long gone, leaving merely a trace. Maybe we grew strong with superior traits. Maybe this is inferior taste of what can come from this intellectually weary race. And I wish that I could vanish from this year and be placed in a time where all the problems I see here are erased. Yeah. Hyperaptive. Welcome to the rest of your life.
When I'm gone, will you remember me? Will I still be in your memory? Cause everything I've done, each place I've ever been, will one day just be your memory.
place that I've ever been, each person I've ever seen, every dream I ever dreamed or that I've achieved will one day just be a memory, whether in mine or another child's mind. We are the future, this is our time. Every minute that passes as the hours wind is a gift to us all, each unknown to how or why. This world is a puzzle way beyond our capable fathoming. The simple truth is no amount of world traveling, scientific work so astronomical dabbling will likely answer why we're here or what's happening. Welcome to the human condition. Choose the game you wanna play and assume your position. I ain't trying to work this out, no consumed in religion. All I know is round every turn opportunities glisten. So capture everyone and shine away. As dark as this world may seem, you'll find a ray. That's what I've learned now, there's no game I'm trying to play. I'm just searching for a finer day. There ain't a single man alive who really knows why time even exists or why it goes by. Your life will pass in a flash before your own eyes. Just do everything in your power to see that your memories don't die.
When I'm gone, will you remember me? Will I still be in your memory? 'Cause everything I've done, each place I've ever been, will one day just be a memory.
This life is a one-shot opportunity. It's only a matter of years we're living youthfully. You can study with scrutiny or live your life musically, but crucially, only you can choose who to be. This world is in the palm of your hand. It's never too late to dream and harbor your plans. Don't dwell on what you can't see or can't understand. Just know you're blessed to be here as part of the land, to behold the world in all its glory, from its overwhelming beauty to all its fury. Ensure you lives our existence as we are purely the key to the future, a part in our people's story. Living unevenly privileged yet equally cursed. Each one of us is the same when we sleep in a hearse. Don't ever let a man's wealth speak for his worth, rather how he's remembered by the people on earth. So I'll make sure I leave a legacy, live my life cleverly, fill it with prosperity, savor every memory and territory I ever see. So when I reach the cemetery, my life's already heavenly. I'd love to think when I die, I'll ascend to above, to be greeted by lost family and friends I can hug. But I've got no clue how my life will end when it does. I just wanna be remembered and loved.
When I'm gone, will you remember me? Will I still be in your memory? 'Cause everything I've done, each place I've ever been, will one day just be a memory. When I'm gone, will you remember me? Will I still be in your memory? 'Cause everything I've done, each place I've ever been, will one day just be a memory.
Yeah. Fuck sweet dreams, I'm having street dreams on the side of the curb, trying to figure out how the fuck I would converge the emotions I'm feeling right now combined in a word. But fuck that, I'll leave it to the lines in a verse. Since a younger man I fell in love with this rap game, addicted with a compelling buzz. This shit gets me high quicker than any selling drugs, even with the sweet boys and the fake felon thugs. But now I'm at the point of no return, no other choice now but to make dough and earn. I'm advancing every year as I grow and learn, feeling close to breaking at times, but still I'm going firm. Seeing guys who ain't on a level to compete, yet to my monthly views they get treble in a week. And that ain't even jealousy, I'll bet I'm on the beat. But I need to move fast, engine revving as I speak, cause too many days I've had pennies in a bunch, trying to count up enough to fill my belly with some lunch. And if there ain't enough, then the deli's getting munched. Seeing rich boys wishing I was any of the cunts. Coming home, I'm stressed from the lack of funds. Everywhere I look in London, it's a sack of bums. Pricks chatting about shanks and packing guns, blaming all their self-made problems off the back of slums. Feeling like this world's all a mess. Every corner that I turn is a ball of stress. Reminiscing on wrong turns and small regrets. Wondering if this life is really all a test. So I put the road under my feet, pen and pad in my pocket, and I wander the street till I can't find the way home. Heart under my sleeve and let it bleed ink onto the sheet. So let this road take me wherever she goes, while I look to the future or memory zone. When I need any stress temporarily froze, that's when I come down Reverie Road. A place where serenity flows, where none of life's problems or enemies go, where no doors of thought can ever be closed. Welcome to Reverie Road. A life full of uncertainty, a world of chaos that we try and run perfectly. I'm just as lost as each of us universally, stuck with the way this earth unmercifully brings adversity. Dad died when I was only a fetus, left my mum broke on her lonely to feed us, with a nuts kid growing. If he'd only have seen us, dodging different bailiffs every week hoping to meet us. Always broke as fuck, living lower class in a strife. No family to turn to and ask for advice. It's been pretty dark for the first half of my life. If karma exists, the next should be sparkling bright. But fame and riches ain't what I'm thirsty for. I just wanna be stable by the time I'm 34. Not still trying to bust rhymes, living dirty poor, struggling to survive in some estate on their murky floors. But can I make it on this path? Every song I've made has been illustrated from the heart. But right now just ain't appreciated for the art. And you ain't considered shit if you ain't slated in the charts. Regardless though I can't adjourn rap, I'm too far down this road now to turn back. This is a part of my life and that's a firm fact. I'll be doing this till I'm nothing more than an urns ash. This ain't like any road I can find. When I'm here I'm free from the world to open my mind. Speak from the heart, I'm already broken if I'm supposed to decline something this close to divine. So I put the road under my feet, pen and pad in my pocket, and I wander the street till I can't find a way home. Heart under my sleeve and let it bleed ink onto the sheet. So let this road take me wherever she goes, while I look to the future or memory zone. When I need any stress temporarily froze, that's when I come down Reverie Road. A place where serenity flows, where none of life's problems or enemies go, where no doors of thought can ever be closed. Welcome to Reverie Road. Yeah. I keep having one of them dreams where life is a breeze. All the problems I've encountered, all the strife is relieved. The picturesque world, well not rife with unease, full of death and greed, where most of us have to fight from the seed. One of them dreams where I ain't estranged from this earth. Never was that crazy kid who acted strange and berserk, who stayed in a murky room writing, just caged in his work, socially awkward with an unquenchable escapism thirst. That dream where you get a second chance to go back to when you were younger and less advanced. Retrace your steps from a wiser adolescent stance. Never kicked from school, never hung with pricks, had every mess enhanced. A world where dad was in the family pictures, where the pictures consist of me maybe standing with sisters, bros, cousins, like any standard family mixtures. Not me and mum alone with not a hand to assist us. Stuck in a city full of little gangsters and MCs, where the road ain't safe to roam around thanks to the plentiful amount of crime, and the threat of getting shanked is against me. A dream where every fucking day my bank isn't empty. A life where all and every struggle's erased, where the future ain't always completely muddled and hazed. Free from this world and all of its troublesome ways. Then I open my eyes and it just fades.
I keep dreaming one of them dreams. Everything's seeming where you should be. If I'm dreaming, leave me in peace. I prefer the feeling when I'm asleep.
solved and entirely mastered the list of world problems. Where social class is a myth, where the rich don't just live in a cozy narcissist bliss, but the rest are ditched in a place that's poverty ridden. A world where we can truly say equality's given. A society that's free from our authorities' vision, dictating how the mentality of the majority's driven. This solitary prison where we're told what to think, who to respect, how we should act, how to pick your shoes or your dress. Everybody giving twisted admiration if you're huge in the press, glamorizing stupidity, video just oozing with sex. Anything to have the youth's imagination abolished, keep them thinking their worst decided by the weight of their wallets. These days you could be Shakespeare creating his sonnets. No one cares unless you're bragging, being fake and dishonest. A world that's not content with the notion of having our revolution essentially frozen, just so the ones at the top, the pretentiously spoken, can hold a system destined to be eventually broken. A world far from the one that we know, where we're free to change and abundantly grow. But with the way we're headed now, that may not come to be so. So for now, I'm keeping my eyes closed.
I keep dreaming one of them dreams. Everything's seeming where you should be. If I'm dreaming, leave me in peace. I prefer the feeling when I'm asleep. Dear Lord, tell me what we're for, if we're caused by chance or if we're more. And if you want to soar through those heavenly doors, then why would you make us so we're flawed? Dear Lord,
Dear Lord, hear me. I need to ask you a few questions. Yeah. Dear Lord, if you truly exist, then why create a world so truly amiss, full of inequality and as unruly as this, with no sense of why we're here floating through the abyss? Where's the logic or divinity in a world where stupidity occupies the vicinity? I've comprehended to the best of my ability, but still it seems I view the Holy Trinity cynically. Why make us pay for the sins that we commit if you designed us and pasted them in? So contradictory, I can't find a place to begin. These books hold as much weight as the pages within. And I ain't trying to undermine your belief. I know it's blasphemy to do something as minor as speak, but if you think you know the truth and your mind is at peace, I'm glad for you, cause mine is never likely to cease. Are we meant to sever the search for answers just cause of a verse we've read in a church? If we'd never put our exploring endeavors to work, we'd still think we could fall off the edge of the earth. And this plan ain't so wholly divine. If you go to hell when not believing is solely a crime, if you let innocent lives die when you're supposedly kind, tell me why, Lord, show me a sign.
dear Lord, tell me what we're for, if we're caused by chance or if we're more. And if you want to soar through those heavenly doors, then why would you make us so we're flawed? Dear Lord,
Too many nights, man, I wonder why. Are we here on this earth? What's beyond the sky? Would we even know if we lived 100 lives? Wish I could see this world's mysteries undisguised. See, we know we're just a drop in the ocean of this universe, each person dropping their notions. But for me, no answer can be properly opened by any amount of Bibles or prophecies spoken. Man, who wrote them? And which religion is right? How can there be this many religious divisions despite there being one God? Each envisioning life in different light with different rules to live and recite. What if there's no way to reach any higher? No afterlife when we die, no peace and no fire. If all religions are just reflections of people's desires, made to seem as equally dire as the need to respire. What if the threat of eternal agony just plays on mankind's inherent greed and savagery? If heaven and hell ain't places we're taken magically, but what we make of earth, be it peace or tragedy. Cause if this ain't man-made, then dear Lord, what did you leave us here alone on a sphere for? If your love for us would leave us in sheer awe, why make us so we're flawed? Why help engineer wars?
dear Lord.